Hello, hello, hello. Welcome on in. Brother, my neck hurts. I pulled a muscle in my neck, and it's not the one that's been bothering me on like the front. That one's on the front right, where it's just like a little thing that gets like mildly irritated and has been for like a year. That's a separate thing. Okay, that's like this tiny little, you know, occasionally. This one's like the back big muscle, the one that links you up to like your shoulder blade, or it doesn't actually link to the shoulder blade, but it gets there, you know? So if you feel your spine and go just to the left, it's just that one in my neck. And I'm like, oh my God. I slept in a ass position, and then when I got up and moved a certain way, it was just over. It was over, so I'm dying. TLDR, I'm dying. You know, thoughts and prayers. I was gonna say ripped. I've pulled this one before a little bit from sleeping weird. I've done the same thing before, so it should be fine eventually. But you know, that first day is always like terrible. Oh God, dude, just my neck hurts so bad. I took ibuprofen though, because like, guys, once you're past like 25, if you pull a muscle, take ibuprofen immediately and you'll be okay. If you don't, when you're 20, if you don't, you'll be all right. When you're not 20, if you don't, you're dead. You die. You die, okay? You just die. So yeah, I took ibuprofen, so it should be okay. Fuck, man. Zooted Geega. Do you know what ibuprofen is, bro? You mean zooted. Also, no, being zooted is not cute unless you have to be. Like, if you got a chronic medication kind of thing, you gotta be totally fine. And then I'm like, yes, cute, right? But if I like pull something and it's so bad that I gotta take oxy, right? I'm not gonna be like, ooh, haha, zooted stream. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not cute, you know? Like, it'd be different if I had like a daily thing that I had to take, you know what I mean? But like, like being like, oops, every 6 months I do something and now I gotta take this opioid, you know? Not cute to stream like that. Nuh-uh. I would be asleep. I hate the idea of having to take heavy, possibly reaction-altering meds. Nightmare, honestly. Yeah, when I was recovering from major abdominal surgery, and I had so many moments of like breakthrough pain, which is on your base meds, having the pain come through fully anyway. I still refused to take. They'd given me opioids, like, you know, pills that I could take if I wanted to, and I just absolutely refused. And I tried to not take the pills home with me at all. I was like, I don't want them. And they were like, when you get a procedure past a certain point, like we got to send you with it. We have to trust. And I was like, all right, I'll take them in my hand and bring them home. But I put them in a drawer and I just refused to take them. And I just sat there and like dealt with it because I was just like, no, I don't want to. Because of side effects or risk of addiction. I don't really have an addictive personality.
Me when I take the funny
so I was concerned about that.
This is not a good vibe, no.
Yeah, no. For me, anytime I've had to take any substance, like had to, it makes me a lot worse mentally because I have OCD. And it doesn't affect everyone with OCD this way, but I have diagnosed OCD. And anytime I've had to be on something, it's thrown that, like, yeah, the pain isn't there, but now other shit's thrown into overdrive or thrown out of whack, you know? And it takes me a long time to recover and regulate. So even if the, you know, pain med that you take is out of your system and, you know, within a couple days time, now I'm thrown out of whack for a month, maybe more, right? Just with the other shit. So I just, you know, lesser of two evils for me kind of thing. Same reason I don't like to drink, I don't smoke, I don't do any of that stuff. I don't really have a problem with it, so I don't want people to think I'm like straight edge in a judgmental against others way ever, because I really like, it's fine, you know? But for myself, I 100% will never touch it. I just have to abstain because like I just get mentally like weird. I get so paranoid and I start developing more tendencies with my OCD that normally when I'm sober I would just never have issues with because I'm able to self-regulate, you know, but with the caveat of like I cannot take anything, including drinking alcohol, like just nothing. Because it just kind of just lowers my ability to regulate myself, you know? So, yeah, that kind of stuff. That's why I just won't take anything mind altering if I can avoid it. Even if it's like a little, it's like, oh, it's not so bad. Oh, it doesn't do that much to you. To me, it will. I have a very different reaction, you know? But I'm going to be real, you know, maybe this is just me. I think if I didn't have this condition, I think I still wouldn't do anything just because like I have a good time without it. I feel like I don't need it. And I don't think that people that do those things need it. I don't think they see it that way. But like, I feel like I'd be chill without it. So I think, but I don't know. I'm not in that situation. For me, it's just, Yeah, if I take anything, I just, oof. I don't feel good for like a month, you know? And then I have to like undo if I like develop a weird thought in my head, like OCD related thought, and I start kind of ruminating on something because I did while taking whatever thing. It takes me so much time to undo that, man. Oof. Like, I have no problems going outside. I have some things I have to do so I don't freak out because I got some weird, you know, thoughts that my OCD afflicted brain produces. But I could be fine going outside. But there was one time I had to take a really strong painkiller for another procedure a long time ago, and it was an opioid. No addiction issues, nothing like that. I just took it for 2 days, like I was prescribed. And then afterward, I couldn't go out for weeks without like being horrifically uncomfortable. Horrifically. Like I almost couldn't go outside. I forced myself. The first week I couldn't go outside. And it was just like my brain making shit up, you know? And I was like, wow, I don't want to. Even if the doctor says take this, I'm going to avoid as much as possible and just tell them why, you know? So I was just like, nah.